Well, in preparation for the 2008 hurricane season, Ochsner Health System has now upgraded its hospital disaster plan and implemented additional safeguards to withstand future storms. 6 is on call this afternoon. Ochsner President, Mr. Warner Thomas, joins us today with more about their storms preparations. How are you doing, Mr. Thomas?
I'm doing great, Melanie. Thank you.
Good. Well, now tell us what new initiatives Ochsner has taken now this year to safeguard patients and also employees against possible threatening storms.
Well, certainly every year we look at our disaster plans, and this year we've continued to improve all of our power systems at all of our campuses. We've continued to add more backup power and more backup water at both our West Bank and our Kenner facilities. We've drilled additional wells there so that we'll make sure to have adequate utilities at these campuses.
So if it does appear a storm is approaching, what determines, other than of course a mandatory evacuation order, that you would evacuate your patients?
Well, certainly we look at our main campus and our Kenner and West Bank facilities to be hardened to the point that we would not have to evacuate those campuses. We would plan to evacuate our Baptist campus in Uptown at this point. But unless there is a storm that we feel that we're going to have patients that they'd be in danger at those satellite campuses, we would not plan to evacuate them. We've really upgraded the system so that they can be operational through a major hurricane.
Okay, let's talk about the essential supplies that you guys have there in the event of a storm. How long would you say that Ochsner could remain self-sufficient?
Well, we plan to be able to remain self-sufficient for a 2-week period of time. During Katrina, we were set up to be self-sufficient for a week. As we've gone and looked at our disaster plans, and we upgrade and look at them every year, we've decided to make sure that our backup supplies are set for a 2-week period of time. And we also are making sure that we have fuel for that period of time so that we can operate independently if we need to.
So we know how bad the communication process was for everyone around the New Orleans area, really around a large part of the state during Katrina. What can you tell us Ochsner has done to improve both the internal and the external communications in the event of a storm?
Well, we've worked with the Jefferson Parish and Orleans Parish disaster planning teams to make sure we have direct communication with them, which obviously was a challenge during Katrina. We've also made sure that we have not just internal communication, but ham radios at all of our campuses so we can communicate between campuses and be able to help each other in the case of an emergency. So we have definitely made significant strides since Katrina in all of our communications, both internally and externally.
Well, we're glad to hear that. Ochsner President, Mr. Warner Thomas, we will, of course, follow those new accomplishments very closely. Make sure everything's down right over there at Ochsner, right?
Thank you, Melanie,
okay.
And we will be there for you.
Okay, thank you.